Welcome to the Chapter 16 clear of my no-paid DLC and no RNG drops engaged Maddening LTC run. Using the ore from last chapter's exploration, I can finally forge up the Leif Engraved Hand Axe into a Tomahawk. This timing is perfect as a hand axe is not going to cut it anymore starting from this chapter. To start the map off, Hortensia is going to obstruct that tile to block the enemies from reaching the units I don't want them to.
The choice is yours.
After Seadall's dance, I do need Hortensia to land this silence as I cannot have the Royal Knight freezing any of my units. Hortensia has Divine Pulse inherited and Tonics and all the relevant stats, but the hit rate is still bad. Staff hit rates are a pain point of this run in general, and while I don't believe any staff hit rates are ever this bad again, improving the reliability by cutting the less needed ones is something I want to refine in the future. Several free staff uses have already been taken out, including one in this chapter, but this can still likely be improved.
I've got this.
Alear is trading Kagetsu over to the Silver Sword so he isn't weighed down as much during enemy phase. Alear obstructs next to Hortensia's obstruct, but I don't think this one is necessary.
Understood.
With perfect poise.
Understood.
While Kagetsu might not always get hit by the worm, he should always level up here and get a point of HP so Pandreo can always physic him for EXP.
Ready and able.
Ivy is going to obstruct somewhere out of the way for EXP.
You got it! Rosado is going to come down and kill one Mage Knight. Marin must move into this position before killing the Griffin as she'll draw the Royal Knight to her. A Dex Augment was put on the Parthia to get 100% hit here. It should have been done earlier as the Dex Augment would have benefited the hit rate slightly back in chapter 13 as well. Alear is going next to Kagetsu before obstructing so that they can take advantage of mentorship a little. With Seadall's dance and a reposition from Ivy, Amber just barely reaches to Astral Storm Mavier from next to Alear for the extra damage buffs. Diamant repositions Seadall right because Seadall's personal can heal Ivy and I need Ivy to be at a very specific amount of health next turn. Hortensia is trading Amber over to the Leif Engraved Steel Bow so that he doesn't get doubled. Now Pandreo can Goddess dance Alear, Hortensia, and Kagetsu. Before Hortensia does anything, she must equip Thunder so that she'll become a more attractive target to attack than Amber. Kagetsu should equip the Compact Axe +2 here. He needs 24 HP to survive this enemy phase, so if he got hit by everything before this point, he'll need to use a Vulnerary. Otherwise, he can create a Dragon Vein for some free bond rank. Alear is once again going next to Kagetsu to take advantage of mentorship. They are obstructing that space so that one of the thieves will be forced to attack Kagetsu from melee. This Axe Fighter must hit Ivy here.
It's kind of funny, but also a bit annoying that she doesn't have 100% hit on Ivy, despite the fact that Ivy's avoid is 0 right now because she's engaged with Ike. Kagetsu's level up earlier got the point of speed he needed to double and one round the thief. Alear is obstructing out of the way, and they should be reaching level 4 in Griffin Knight exactly if they had been next to Kagetsu and getting some bonus EXP from mentorship. I believe they have one instance of RNG affecting their EXP in Chapter 11 that may hinder them from getting to this benchmark. If they do not reach level 4 here, it might be okay, but thorough testing needs to be done to make sure no enemy movements change due to a change in expected damage. If the Royal Knight is in this position, Rosado can take the Lucina Engraved Hand Axe from Marin to get a 100% reliable break on her. Then Marin can kill reliably afterwards without taking a counterattack. If the Royal Knight is on Marin's left, Rosado will attack with a different weapon to chip the Royal Knight down to get Marin a safe kill. That scenario isn't as reliable. The Silver Sword Griffin Knight over on the right has some interesting AI behavior where if Kagetsu is using an axe, he will try to break Kagetsu before Mavier attacks. But if Kagetsu is using a sword, Mavier attacks first. Therefore, Kagetsu must one-round Mavier with a sword. He has enough damage with a Silver Sword if given the last energy drop before this chapter. And regardless of Kagetsu's HP, Mavier will use the Steel Great Lance, so Kagetsu will just one-round Mavier before he attacks. After the level up Ivy got from killing the Axe Fighter, she is now in resolve range and has 24 defense. This only happens if Ivy reaches level 4 in Lindworm during this map, as getting a point of HP means that she effectively took 10 damage from the Axe Fighter before. The Martial Master next to Marnie has 24 attack and he attacks before Marnie on enemy phase, so with 24 defense, Ivy has successfully stacked enough defense to not get broken by him. And because the Martial Master doesn't do any damage to Ivy, he doesn't move before Marnie, which leaves a space for her to attack Ivy. She's once again using a smash weapon, so Ivy will just defeat her before she gets an attack off.
I would...